Management. I have with me today Tanya and Ellie. Do you guys both wish or consent to being recorded for today's meeting?
I do.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I'll start now. So welcome all to today's meeting. I hope you all had a nice weekend. Now today I will be using this meeting to run through any risks that the project may encounter. I have with me today Amy, our project sponsor, and Tyler, our company HSEQ coordinator. So welcome both of you.
Hi all, I had a lovely weekend. Thanks for asking.
Hi, Claudia, and hi, Amy. We haven't yet met, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Tyler Brown, and I'm the Health, Safety, Environmental and Quality Officer here at Griffith Facility Management, and my role is to monitor the implementation of the system, including the safety system on the project. I am here to assist the project team identify health and safety hazards, assessing and developing controls to remove or reduce risk, and review the report on the implementation of the risk management register.
That's great. Thanks, Tyler. Now let's get into today's meeting, shall we?
Absolutely. So, as you're both aware, our aim of this project is to demolish and replace a basketball court at Griffith High School. So we have 6 months to hand over this project and a budget of $400,000. Now, you both should have access to the risk register that I emailed previously to go over. So I'm going to start by going through the risks identified on the register, which is disruption to the adjacent buildings due to the demolition of construction works. So I don't believe this will personally affect our timeline for completion or cost, and have rated this PI. So if you refer to the risk register, that means practically impossible, and S meaning substantial, with an overall rating of 3, with 1 being the most serious and 3 being the least. Looking back at this, I now believe that I need to change the rating from PI to M, and M for minor. So I'm satisfied with the final rating of 3. What do you guys both think?
I believe we need to look further into this. Unfortunately, I think this could affect our timeline and budget, as if we do not have satisfaction of noise from principal and buildings adjacent, we could be forced to move this to after hours and weekends, which will absolutely affect our budget. No one wants to work on weekends unless it's worth their while.
You're right, Tyler. That could be a bit more serious than expected. How can we resolve this issue?
Tyler, you have made a good point. I will amend the register to a 2. I have noted our corrective action is to communicate prior to commencing with the adjacent buildings by handing out letters. We'll also advise with the principal of the time and dates that we will be expected to have disruptive works taking place. So do you think there's anything else that you would suggest?
As long as we are speaking regularly with the principal and adjacent buildings, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yes, agreed.
All right. So next up, I have deliveries on site during school. So I've rated this a P as possible and VS for very serious. However, I am satisfied with my final rating of 2 due to our corrective action, which is to place construction fencing on the full perimeter to prevent access to the public. Communication with the principal and our site manager to inform of dates of works commencing and when deliveries are due to come in. So we also have a site layout plan that will be implemented and clearly indicates access for vehicles and plant. Consideration from the trades will also be enforced with when they are planning to move trucks and go on and off the grounds as well.
That's great, Claudia. I agree with that, what you've put down, and it follows our GFM protocols and guidelines. If Amy is satisfied, please continue.
Yes, I am satisfied with your response, Claudia, and I trust that we will have delivery logs and traffic management plans in place.
Yes, we do. I'll forward you a copy after the meeting to run through that as well. So the next risk I have identified is material delays. I have rated this a P, again, for possible, and VS for very serious, which equals to an overall rating of 2. Now, the corrective actions I've put in place for this are from the time of commencement. We will need to order materials urgently, so we allow for any delays. We will need to have ongoing communication with the suppliers and the trades going throughout, and create a list of additional potential suppliers if we need to, if something falls through.
This unfortunately seems to be a risk with most jobs these days. Will you be using local?
It does, unfortunately, and we will prioritise using local tradesmen, as this job is local to us, and we are familiar and have done lots of work with a lot of these subbies around here. And we will look at the material options for local, but it'll all depend on their resources as well and their availability.
Yep, I can understand that. I just want to ensure we try local first. Other than that, I agree with the rating.
Perfect. And do you, Tyler, do you agree?
Yes, I do. I think we can move this to a 3 as we have a real possibility of material delays occurring outside of our control. With your corrective action, hopefully we'll avoid this.
Okay, perfect. I'll amend that. Moving on to the next risk identified. This is concrete pump plant failure or spray of concrete hose during the use of cleaning. Now, obviously, this is quite serious. I have rated it a P for possible and D for disaster, with an overall rating of 1.
I believe with our corrective actions that you have noted, we could possibly move this to a 2. As you have stated, we will have a licensed and experienced operators. Maintenance information is a must and needs to be provided prior, which includes legislative inspections, pipe and bend thickness.
I have also noted that a concrete pump checklist will need to be completed by both the operator and the site manager. The setup location will need to be determined by the principal and again advised to Ben, our site manager. The quality of the concrete will need to be monitored to prevent blockage and pressure build. I believe I have put all of these precautions in place. So you're right, Tyler. I could possibly move this to a 2. What do you think, Amy?
I agree with Tyler. We could look at moving this to a 2.
Okay, excellent. So I'll adjust that as well. I will update it all, send it both back to you as well, so you can have a look at it and review. Tyler, I've also saved this onto our company M Drive, and the folder's under Griffith High School basketball court upgrade. Now, I know that we will also have risks that may pop up as we commence, so I'd like to run through this fortnightly via Teams or through email. What do you guys think?
I would like to run through this on Teams to ensure we aren't missing anything and to confirm we know who's looking after and is responsible for what.
Okay, great. So yeah, I'll schedule this same time fortnightly, and I'll send you guys an invitation once we've finished today.
That sounds good to me. Thanks, Claudia.
No worries. So, well, I think that covers everything for today. Thank you both for your time, and I'll look forward to speaking to you guys soon.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.